Hey, it's John Shinn here again with Empower Brokerage. I'm going to answer one of our most common questions. Actually, there are several questions that kind of center around the same thing, like what does Medicare not pay for? That's a big question. It comes in different pieces, more like does Medicare cover dental? Does Medicare cover eyeglasses, cosmetic surgery, that sort of thing? So just so you know, as you're watching this video, one of the primary resources that we use, people that are specialists in Medicare, of course, we're going to use the same thing you look at, which is Medicare and You, and this, of course, is 2020. Every year. It just came out September of 2020. It's already a little bit behind. There are changes coming in 2020 in January that are not in this book, and of course, that's one of the reasons why we're here as well. Another thing you can do is you can look at the 2019 Choosing a Medigap. This is a tool that we all use. Every good Medicare specialist, insurance specialist will refer to this or to Medicare.gov. And then of course we have our own resources here at Empower Brokerage. If you'd like a copy of this, you can always just call in and ask for our Medicare basics, and we'd be happy to supply this with you. But when we talk about what Medicare doesn't cover, there are actually 25 pages in Medicare and You that cover what Medicare will pay for. And if you don't know this yet, Medicare is awesome coverage. They pay for just about everything. In the hospital, their Part B, that's called Part A, inpatient services. Also, you have Part B, which we talk a lot about. It's real simple, A and B. You'll get your Medicare card, and you'll notice that you have Part A and Part B. But there are actually 25 pages in this brief booklet that cover what Medicare will cover. So today I want to talk just briefly about what's not covered, and I'll just look at this. It's not covered by either Part A or Part B, and that's going to be most of your dental care. Now you'll see on advertisements on television they're talking about Medicare plans with dental. They're always going to be talking about Medicare Advantage. Original Medicare does not cover most dental services unless it's an emergency that's caused by an accident. Another thing that they don't cover, of course, is eyeglass exams related to prescribing glasses. Original Medicare does not pay for that. Again, you'll see Medicare Advantage companies, which is different. That's Part C coverage. Part A and Part B, original Medicare, does not cover eye exams related. They also don't cover dentures. Those are big questions that we hear all the time. Will original Medicare pay for dentures? And the answer is right here. It's everywhere. They do not cover, original Medicare does not cover dentures. Cosmetic surgery, that's another question that we get a lot is, will this cover cosmetic surgery? Will it cover massage therapy? Will it cover acupuncture? And the answer to that is no. Original Medicare will not pay for those type of things. But they do cover most things. They won't cover that. Hearing aids is another good question that we get about, does Medicare cover hearing aids? And again, when you'll hear about Medicare plans that cover that, they're always talking about Part C type plans or Medicare Advantage, and you'll need to look at those plans carefully, work with a specialist who can tell you what a Medicare Advantage plan might pay on these types of things. And a big one that we hear all the time is, will Medicare pay for long-term care? And that's actually a subject we're going to cover in another video. So I hope this helped you today. We'll talk more about long-term care, and Medicare doesn't cover that in another video. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.